Hi, my name is Marietta Mehanni, and one of my favourite things to do is to bounce on a ball. You might have a Swiss ball and you do all sorts of wonderful things like abdominal crunches and perhaps hamstring rolls and, bench press. But what I enjoy doing is actually bouncing on the ball because there's some really cool cardiovascular benefits. But also, if you just do this little experiment, get 2 fingers, you find your belly button, take your fingers to the side, go down south, but not too far south, and press in deeply. What you'll notice is as you start bouncing on the ball, you'll feel your transverse abdominis actually activate. And what's cool, it also does something very similar to your pelvic floor. And I love this because I can get people doing cardiovascular exercise with this core switching on and off the whole way through the class, and I don't need to say anything. I don't have to ask people to activate their core, brace their midsection, or any of those sorts of words, because it happens naturally and constantly. So there's a couple ways that you can do things on the ball. First of all, there's liftoff. Now, liftoff is when you physically lift off the ball. So you're actually on the ball and you're lifting off the ball. You'll notice there's something that's particularly important with this, and that is that you always have your fingers on the ball. Pretty important, because if you not put your fingers on the ball and the ball moves, you might find yourself on the ground pretty fast. But there's lots of cool things that you can do with liftoff. So firstly, there's, using the arms in different directions, but also you can move your feet. So one of the little combinations that I enjoy doing is by pressing the heel forwards, and this is a progressive combination, so we're not going to do a little routine. Then we move into double heel, so 2 on each side. And the key thing is to have a look at the position of the body. So the shoulders are reasonably level, the head goes up and down rather than going side to side. And in saying that, the size of ball is really important. So if you have someone who's new, it's really important that you get them on a slightly bigger ball, because then they don't have to reach down as low, because their thighs will fatigue first. As they become more familiar and confident, and also their thighs develop some endurance, you can go a little bit lower because you can stay in this much lower squat for longer. So back to the double heel action. Then we make this more interesting. And what we do is we add a knee lift as you hit the ball. Now, this is quite intense. You really have to switch on here, but it happens automatically and naturally. You'll know straight away whether it's not something you feel comfortable doing. The next little combination is I take the heel to the side. So out, in, out. Now this challenges me more because it's harder to stay in the center. Add the opposite arm and it feels a little bit more balanced, but it increases your cardiac workout at the same time. A little bit more coordination. Change the heel to a toe reach to the side. Out, in, out. Then from here you can change the arm. So it becomes the same arm as the leg. You can add a little bit more rotation here. So you're bouncing on one butt cheek. And then you can add repetitions. So this time I'll do 4 on each side. Then other side. Yep. And then if you want to work a little harder, add length in the lever so it becomes a kick across the body. And that's liftoff. For bounce, a little different. Now bounce is where you actually sit on the ball and bounce up and down. Now for a lot of people this is where they feel most comfortable because they don't need to keep their hands on the ball, although that might be something that you'll encourage if people feel a little bit insecure about being on the ball. There's a couple of speeds that you can bounce at, but you want to find a speed that you find comfortable to keep in time with. For a lot of people it's somewhere between 125 beats and 130 beats per minute. So bouncing up and down. And this is really cool because now I'm getting more work through my quads, my heart rate's going up, and all of this is going on all at the same time, but it's not something I'm actually concerned about. I'm just focusing more on keeping in time with the music. Now, I created a cool little routine to Billie Jean. It's fantastic. And basically we do a marching action. So you feel a bit robotic, doesn't matter. And in the verse, you do a double pump. So you go 1, 2, and you can get a little funky here, so have a little bit of fun with it. And then single, single, double. Because the verse in Billie Jean's got like 2 parts to it. The thing is, you're bouncing on a ball. It's okay to have fun. Everything about the ball tends to be very serious. Billie Jean's a cool song. So having a little bit of fun, allowing people to move around in time with the music. And then in the verse, well actually there's a pre-chorus. In the pre-chorus, get them to walk forwards and jump back, clap, other leg, walk forwards, jump back. Now, that's also a confidence thing because they're going to physically move off the ball slightly, and how far they move off the ball is going to be determined by their comfort level. The chorus is the most fun. This is where we ask people to do 4 side taps on each side, and then they repeat on the other side. The first chorus, I just let them do this and learn how to do it. And the second chorus, we add arms. So the second chorus, we go 1, 2, out. And initially, when you first start doing this, let's face it, people are going to go, especially in Australia, I'm not doing that. But the thing is, they actually relax and have a little bit of fun. And I've had some creative variations in my class because people go really out for it. But it doesn't really matter because once again, they're exercising, they're having fun, they're more likely to come back and participate. And that's pretty much all the choreography you do for Billie Jean.